guys, it's Lexi. Hope you're all doing well. I am sharing my wax empties and what I worked on melting for the last half of the month of June. Everything that you will see today was a part of my camping themed melting basket. I had a ton of fun with that basket. I had a ton of realizations when I was working through this basket and this past month in general. Thinking about doing a chop and chat for my next melting basket. So in this video, if you guys want to go ahead and leave some comments of questions that you might have for me. I also have a ton of things I want to talk about, like some of the realizations I've been having, one of which I'll touch on really quickly. I'm realizing I need to stop buying so much summer wax, especially once it is like the spring months when summer stuff starts rolling out. I need to just put myself on a no-buy in spring for next spring because I have an overwhelming amount of summer scents that I do not think I'll be able to get to finish this year because I'm not as home as much. I'm usually working on the weekends, so I'm not melting on the weekends. And then when I am home and when it is possible for me to be melting more, I would rather be spending my time outdoors. So I need to just pump the brakes because it's starting to overwhelm me, especially my summer scents. So I'm gonna do a few different things for the upcoming melting baskets for this next month of July. You guys will see that in that video. But yeah, I'm starting to be like, hold on a minute. Things are not adding up to the amount that I could finish in like fall and winter months. So with that being said, with this basket, I did do something a little bit different after I finished it. I had 2 bins. I separated everything that was in that camping theme melting basket into 2 separate bins. Everything that was under a year old, I put in one basket, and then everything that was over a year old, I put into another basket. And I told myself, finish the older wax first. If you can't even get to the newer wax, don't worry about it. For now, just hopefully try to finish everything that was in that older basket. Unfortunately, even then, I wasn't able to finish everything in the over a year old, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hopefully get to those before the year ends. But a lot of them are like summertime scents. So I don't know. I'm kind of putting myself in a bit of a pickle lately. So let me know if you guys are in the same boat because I feel like I'm just not home as much to melt. So let's jump into my actual scents. So everything in this pile here, these are all Walmart clamshells. So Better Homes and Gardens and Sensational Scents. I think for the most part that all of these were like limited edition and they're not available anymore. I think maybe 1 or 2 you can get in like a value pack online on the Walmart website, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going to be kind of brief, but I will say that I did look up some of the descriptions, so I might read some of the notes for some of them. But let's start with this one. This is Adventure Seeker. All it says is sandalwood and vanilla. To my nose, this is pretty much just like kind of a masculine cologne type sandalwood scent. I love this. Honestly, out of the group of 5 here, this is the most powerful one. The throw on this was amazing. In fact, I put this 4 cubes in my 4 warmers in my living room one day, and it was so strong that I almost like had to leave the room at parts because I was just like, this is kind of overwhelming me. It was delicious. They didn't give me a headache or anything, but I was like, it is so strong that I need to like gasp for air in a different room kind of thing. But I loved it. I sound crazy saying that, but it was amazing. So if I happen to see this one again, I would pick this up. I loved it. This one here is Swinging Hammock Breeze. This one, I looked up the scent notes online and it was so strange. This one kind of reminded me to this one, which this one is Golden Sunlit Woods. Both of these I think had a sandalwood note as well, but I did pull it up. So let me read it to you. And here it says water lily, ivy, kiwi, crisp leaves, fresh grass, exquisite jasmine, sandalwood, musk, and vanilla. And to my nose, the Swinging Hammock Breeze is mostly like a slightly floral version of this. So this is like a very masculine scent to my nose, kind of like a clone, like sandalwood, heavy, woodsy kind of scent. And this one was like, you could smell this in the background. Almost was like they took this and they just blended it with some florals. That was kind of the vibe that I got from this. It says kiwi and water lily and ivy. There's no like fruity note to me in this. It's mostly just like a floral sandalwood scent. the sandalwood note in this was very strong. So overall, this as a whole was almost like kind of more of like a watered down version of that other one. This is not very strong. The performance was pretty weak on this one. I actually have that one going in my entire living room right now, and it is total opposite ends of the spectrum as that Adventure Seeker was. So I wouldn't get it even if it was available. This next one here is in Golden Sunlit Woods, and it says on the website that this is white woods, vanilla, warm musk, mandarin, cardamom, and golden apple with jasmine blossoms, freesia, cyclamen, and cedar leaf. And kind of similar to this last one, but this one is a little bit more like kind of peppery, a little bit more masculine, but not in the same sense as this. This was kind of, this Adventure Seeker was like just kind of a plain classic like sandalwood vanilla scent. And then this one was like that with little florals. That one, this is like that with more wood. So I liked it, but I don't love it. It's just okay. This one I think is another standout of the bunch. This one is Sunlit Meadow Trail. So the scent notes on this one are white mahogany, aromatic birch wood, crisp juniper berry, fresh green balsam, fragrant herbs, sparkling citrus, green moss, and a smooth ambered sandalwood. So a lot of these, I guess I didn't realize, a lot of these have that amber, like, or sandalwood and vanilla kind of blend. And I can smell it a little bit, but this one is like a much more happy, slightly fruity, bright, fresh, almost smells slightly like it could be like a laundry detergent. It's not like a linen or anything like that. It's not like super overpowering laundry, but it almost smells like the way that the summer breeze smells if you can smell somebody's laundry in like the far distance. I would definitely pick this one up again, as well as like the Adventure Seeker. This one was a good performer. I would say probably like a medium performance, definitely not like a super strong one like this, but I would pick this up if I saw it again. And then this one here is Weekend Camping Trip. This is one that Tom actually commented on. He really enjoyed this one. And this is a blend of sweet satsuma, tangerine sparkle, green cypress, warm clove, cinnamon, vetiver, and cedar. And this one to my nose was definitely more of that tree scent with those fresh kind of citrusy notes, almost like the orange and the tangerine or whatever. You can really smell that in there. So I like this one a lot. I would say if I had to go back and buy any, it would be Weekend Camping Trip, the Sunlit Meadow Trail, and these are both about a medium performance, and then the Adventure Seeker I would definitely pick up, and this was a very strong performer. So out of the 5, I liked 3. The other 2 were just okay. I did finish a Scentsy clamshell in Huckleberry Sage, and this was one that was a part of like a, not the most recent Bring Back My Bar, but the one before that. And I put this in my club, and I think I have 2 of these now. I'm actually just going to take it out of my club. I think I actually already did take it out of my club. This is okay, but it wasn't anything that I felt like I needed more and more and more of. It's just almost like a dewy, like fresh, dewy kind of berry scent. But it was almost like, it wasn't very strong. It was almost like kind of a watery berry scent. It was just okay. I liked it, but I definitely don't think it's something that I like need a ton more of. And it overall was a very like light, maybe light medium kind of performance for me. And also, I put this in my Yankee Candle centerpiece warmer, 4 cubes. And usually when I do that with anything, it does great in there. However, this did nothing in that warmer. I've never done this before, but I took that Yankee Candle cup and I dumped it back into my hot plate warmers. And I was like, hopefully I can get whatever is left in this out. And then it did perform in my kitchen when I did that. But I was like, what the heck? That was so weird. So it just must not have been strong enough, or maybe I put too many cubes or whatever the case may be. But that was weird for me. This one here is a Scentshot cup from the coffee sampler from Zape. And this is in the scent Campfire Coffee, which is smoky campfire and old-fashioned donuts, sweet cream, and espresso. I like this. This, to my nose, just smells like a kind of like a roasted coffee scent. I had no complaints. It was a good performer. Zape usually does really good for me in my house, so it did great. This one here is from Midnight Daydream Wax Company. This is in the scent Stargazing, which the description says a warm summer night under the stars. And this one's actually interesting because this one and another scent that I'll actually just pull out right here from a bag have the same name. This one here is from Lured Apothecary, and this is also in Stargazing, but the scent notes on this are grape, peach, fireside marshmallow, tobacco, caramel, amber, and cedarwood. And then I felt that these were very similar, and I was like, why are these so similar? So I just searched some of these scent notes here and typed in like fragrance oil after, and Google popped up that there is a fragrance oil called, like, I think it's called Under the Stars is the name of the fragrance oil. And it smells, a lot of the notes lined up except for like the fireside marshmallow, tobacco, caramel, amber, and cedarwood. But like there was grape and peach and other things in there. And I think what it is that this was just the one singular Under the Stars fragrance oil, and it smells beautiful. I loved the scent. If I saw any other vendors, I would probably like do this fragrance oil. If they said like Under the Stars fragrance oil or something, I would probably pick it up because I loved it. It was very green, very grassy, but like a very sweet grassy scent. I loved it. I thought it was really, really pretty. Almost like a summertime grass kind of freshness, almost slightly dewy. I loved this. And this was a really good performer from Midnight Daydream. This was also a very good performer from Lured Apothecary. But I think that they also they must have blended fireside marshmallow, like a caramel tobacco, amber, other thing in here. I feel like I liked it better just on its own, the fragrance oil, but I did like that I could kind of smell that same kind of like almost dewy, fresh, sweet grassiness in the background of this. So I enjoyed it, and this performed beautifully in my home. So both of these were really good, strong performers. I'm surprised I haven't seen that fragrance oil pop up from other vendors before, because I loved it. I really loved it. So that was great. Okay, so we're going to talk about these bags that I finished up. I got a sample from Birdie's Making Sense in Eucalyptus Mint and Rain. This did really good. I put it in my office warmer. It was just like a fresh, clean eucalyptus kind of aquatic scent. It did great. No complaints there. This was Bigfoot from Britta's Creepy Treasures. And it is scent notes of banana walnut cake, Danish butter cookies, and cinnamon sugar cookie. I do not know why it did this to my nose, but this really smelled like banana pudding jello mix. I don't know why. It was a very strong performer, but sometimes pudding turns my stomach, like the scent of like pudding, and that it doesn't say pudding or anything in it, but the banana scent in there just reminded me of that banana pudding. So it kind of turned my stomach. So I try not to go in my bedroom too much when it melted, but if you guys love banana pudding, then you'd probably love that one. This one is a sample from Destination Wax in Coffee Black. It is freshly brewed, slightly bitter black coffee. This was just a really classic plain coffee scent. I liked it, but I have a ton of coffee scents, so I don't necessarily need to reach out and get more, but I'm happy to have tried that sample. One sample that I actually did go ahead and make a repurchase based on this one sample today. Today's July 1st, so Destination Wax opened today. And I picked this up in grass stain. So I got a few, I think I got 4 of the breakaway bars. I was debating getting a loaf, but I was like, Alexis, slow down. So I just got 4 breakaway bars, and that'll be more than enough. I was just talking about not buying summer scents, and then I'm like, oh, I got 4 today. So, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. This is amazing. I melted this in my bathroom, and I absolutely loved it. I wanted to blend it with my jasmine loaf. I never got around to melting that, but I so badly wanted to melt the sample, and it was amazing. I loved it. Like I said, I repurchased today, so I would definitely suggest checking that out if you guys love sweet, green, dewy, kind of grassy scents. It was amazing. I'm realizing that I like a lot of those type scents. Interesting, news to me. So this one here is Ooey Gooey Campfire Coffee from Rose Girls. This was a sample. This was pretty light. I would say most of the time my Rose Girls performs incredible in my house. This was one of the lighter Rose Girls scents that I've had. It was like a light medium performer, and it didn't last a whole lot of time. But it's okay, it's fine. That was I'm happy when I could smell it. I did really enjoy it. This one was very strong. This is Out of the Woods. I think that this is fresh balsam and Palo Santo blended together. This, to my nose, is mostly just a fresh balsam kind of a scent, but I really like it, and I've been kind of digging fresh balsam in the summer months. It kind of reminds me of like the Adirondacks, so I'm totally about that, and I finished up that bag, so I obviously enjoyed it. This is Blackberry Rain from Rose Girl, so this was a mini melter bag, and this is literally just like her blackberry oil and her rain oil together. To my nose, this really reminds me of like a shampoo or like a blackberry body wash or like a Bath and Body Works Fine Fragrance Mist kind of a scent. Kind of reminds me of like that. I don't know why. It must be the rain, whatever it does blended with the blackberry, because I've had her blackberry on its own, and it's not that her oil is really like floral or perfumey at all, but I think just the rain note made it a little bit more that way. I did enjoy this, but I definitely have other rain blends from Rose Girls that I prefer over this one. But if you guys love those types of scents, and you'd probably really enjoy that, and this was a good strong performer for me. This one, you guys, this was probably the standout of the bunch. This is Fire Mario. If I see this come around again, I'll definitely get more. I melted through the whole bag. This is Marshmallow Fireside, Donut Holes, and Espresso Beans. Absolutely incredible. I totally loved the blend of all of those. You could get like that roasted kind of coffee bean type scent with like that sweetness and like that gooey marshmallow from like the Marshmallow Fireside, and then the donut holes just added like almost like a powdery kind of quality, like a powdered sugar kind of donut hole quality to it. Absolutely amazing. I love the scent. I would definitely get more, and this was so strong. This was like, it lasted 2 days. Every time I melted it, it lasted like 2 days. I loved it. Loved it. Fire Mario was fire. It was so good. This one here is Great Outdoors from Zape. This also lasted a wicked long time, and it was just like this fresh, clean, green, slightly aquatic kind of scent. It was aquatic. It was definitely more aquatic than, I guess, slightly. It was nice. Hard to describe. There's no scent notes on it. I got this in a mystery sampler, but I really enjoyed it. This one here is Casogue Lake. This is a custom that I did with that Smell Good shop. It's Blue Spruce, Birthday Cake, and Embers. This one is a really nice scent. Definitely smelled like a sweet, outdoorsy kind of scent. I think if I were to go back and recreate this, I would do slightly less embers on it, but it was definitely a, right on the fire, eating a piece of cake kind of a scent. So I liked it, but it was pretty strong in the ember note. This one is Birdie's Making Sense, Yolks on You. This is one of the newer ones that I just absolutely was itching to melt. It is yellow cake, powdered donuts, butterscotch, and a hint of banana cream pie. I absolutely love this. I totally am like head over heels in love with Birdie's Making Sense stuff, and this was so delicious. So yeah, I love this one. If I saw that she brought this back, I'd get more. And then just to really quickly talk about some of the things that I melted partial bits of but didn't finish. I have the Pharmacist's Daughter Bliss. I love this scent. It is scent notes of jasmine, ylang ylang, citrus ozone, and laundry. This doesn't really smell like laundry to me. It just smells like kind of like suntan lotion or like sunscreen. It almost is like that with a bit of like, there's no banana in here, but almost like a slightly like a banana or like a coconut milk kind of. It's like a slightly tropical, like you're on the beach and there's like somebody's wearing like suntan lotion and there's like a creamy drink. I don't know. This is just like really hard to describe, but I've talked about this before. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I love this scent. And this is a 4/6/21 pour, and it's still going strong. This was a powerhouse and did beautiful, so I love that. This one here is Under the Stars from Zape. This is not that single fragrance oil I was talking about. It is Fresh Rain, Bergamot, Lemon, and Neroli. So this is just like a citrusy kind of aquatic scent, slightly masculine. I really enjoyed that one. And then I have 3 scents here from Rose Girls that I melted partial but didn't finish. This one is the Hoodie Heist. So this was a part of the customer creations. This is a blend of flannel shaving cream, vanilla sandalwood, Palo Santo, fresh air, and balsam. And I would say the strongest things that came out for me when I was melting this were the balsam and the shaving cream and maybe like that fresh air note. But overall, this was a very light performer in my bathroom, so I'm kind of bummed about that because I was really looking forward to this, but this was definitely much lighter than I had anticipated that on being. So I didn't want to finish this bag up. I want to put it away for a little bit longer and see if I just let it set, if it gets a little stronger. And I could always melt that in the winter months as well. Then this one, kind of the same idea as that last one. It was also part of that customer creations. This is the S'more the Better, which is s'mores latte, cookie land, Nilla Noel, and whipped cream. And this one was like a subtle kind of whipped cream, like a chocolate whipped cream, kind of moussey, frothy, like note, but it was very light as well. So on a scale of like 1 to 10 of, strength, 10 being the strongest, I would say both of these were probably about like a 3 for strength, which is kind of a bummer. So I'm going to put both of those away, let them sit a little longer, bust them back out in the winter months and see if they got a little bit stronger. And then on the total opposite end of the spectrum, and I've talked about this before, this is one of the strongest Rose Girl scents that I've melted. This is Midnight Moon. This is bergamot, lavender, moss, and sandalwood. Holy moly, I put 2 cubes in my Yankee Candle centerpiece warmer in my bedroom. This lasted for like, I'm not joking, like 4 or 5 days. It just kept going and going and go. Every night I would turn it on, which mind you, I didn't have this going the entire day. I would just turn this on for like 4 hours, 6 hours at night, and then it just automatically would shut off. But oh my gosh, it was so strong. Then it's on a timer, the Yankee Candle centerpiece warmer. So once it shut off during the night, we'd be sleeping. I'd wake up in the morning, I would be like, I can still smell it in the room. And we even like sleep with our window open. So I was like, how the heck can I still smell it? It's almost like it's in the pillows now. It just is like permeating everything in our bedroom. So this is crazy strong. So that was it, you guys. Like I said, if you guys would like to have me answer any questions or have any topics you want me to talk about, leave them in the comments below. I will be doing a chop and chat sometime, probably in the next week or 2, because I have a lot of things that I need to chop up that are going to be a part of my next melting basket, which I will share with you in an upcoming video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all having an awesome start to July and have a great day. Bye, guys.